These boys. I am sitting with the very famous rock star Liam Gallagher. Look at you.
Look at you, mate. You're very lucky.
I'm lucky I'm with you.
Yeah, you are.
I tell you, I usually sit here and
Especially this time in the morning.
Yes, this is exciting, and you got a lot of guys with you. This is very good. This is the music is happening. You know, I was just reading about you in the newspaper this morning because you went to buy cigarettes.
Oh, yeah.
And they carded you.
Yes, can you believe that?
I mean, you are a young-looking guy, but...
I know, but I don't look... I look about 34. Maybe I'm 44, but at least I look old enough to buy cigarettes, don't I?
Were you shot? Where did you go to buy cigarettes, Liam?
What's that place around the corner? It's called Dune something.
Yeah, and you go in and
I go in and says, I only wanted one and all because I was a bit stressed out. I thought I just need one cigarette. I'm not a big smoker. A packet of cigarettes. He went, you got any ID on you?
ID?
What for? And he goes, you need ID for cigarettes. I was like, come on, man, look at the fucking state of my head. It's 44, man, you know what I mean? And he went, well, can't help you, sir. You need. And I had to go back to the fucking hotel.
You didn't have ID on you?
No, who carries ID on you?
I don't know, like a driver's license or something like
Only
that.
Only the Taliban carry ID on them.
That's right, because you're in trouble.
Well, do you know what I mean?
You know, it drives me crazy when I see a guy with a voice like yours. Your voice is an instrument. You are a fabulous singer. I'm a huge fan. When I would see you, whether you were on stage or on documentary or whatever, or interviewed, and you're smoking cigarettes, it makes me nuts, because doesn't that affect your voice at all? Has it affected your singing voice?
Yeah, I mean, when you're younger, you don't care, do you? You know what I mean? You just think, what's this voice all about? You know, I've had it forever, you know what I mean? You don't think it's anything special, you know what I mean? So,
right.
But as you get older, I mean, I don't smoke during the day and that when I've got a gig on.
Right.
I mean, I had any this morning.
Yeah.
I couldn't get any.
Well, you're not old enough to smoke.
Not old enough to smoke, but no, I do behave myself a little bit now. When I go, I do look after it a little bit, but not too much. I don't want to sound like Aled Jones or some, I don't want to sound like Michael Bublé either, you know what I mean?
No.
This is rock and roll. Mate, you know what I mean?
But at the same time, like, I've had John Mellencamp in here, or Billy Joel, and Billy will smoke, and John smokes like a fiend.
Yeah, man.
And he goes, my voice sounds better from smoking. And I get into this sort of argument with these guys. I go, you've got this precious gift.
Yeah.
It affords you a living. It gives you this great lifestyle. You're a rock star. I mean, everybody wants to be a rock star.
Yeah.
And then the cigarettes seem to, like, destroy it or something.
I know, but it's like a painter, isn't it? You know what I mean? He picks his nose and scratches his ass.
Yes.
And at the same time, he paints beautiful paintings.
Do you think some lead...
He puts his fingers where he shouldn't put them, you know what I mean?
Yes. Do you think some lead singers are too paranoid about their voices, that they get neurotic about it?
I think so, yeah. I mean, I know for a fact when I've not had a cigarette and I've not drank and all that, and I've been behaving myself, and I sound a bit square and a bit beige, you know what I mean? And I don't like that. I like it to sound a bit rough, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
a bit rough, you know what I mean? Have a bit of character.
Yeah, I always thought it was strange in Oasis when Noel, who of course wrote the songs, but Noel would start singing. He sang, but you are the voice of Oasis. I mean, you have that unique quality. You always were the singer. You know what I mean? It's like it was a weird move when your brother started to want to sing the song.
Yeah, no, I totally agree with you, man. I think he should go back to the left. Him and Johnny Marr, you know what I mean? They're not singers, you know what I mean? Yeah. Paul Weller's a front man.
Yes.
He plays guitar and he's a front man. Mick Jagger's a front man. It's like they just need to go back over where they belong, over to the left, and pull some slash moves and that.
You are a front man.
I'm a front man.
That's
and a good-looking one as well.
And it's weird when you're in a band and you're the front man if you have to walk off the side of the stage for a song.
Yeah. It's not cool, man. It's like a yo-yo effect, innit? You know what I mean? You don't know if you're coming and going.
Yeah.
It's a bit Spinal Tap, innit?
It is.
On for one song, off for two.
Oh, that must have driven you nuts.
Mate. It drove me nuts.
Because you're doing a concert, you got the crowd by the balls.
Exactly.
You're singing, you're doing it.
Let me tell you a story. One time we were doing this massive gig, and he comes in with his bright, he goes, I'll tell you what, right, so there's 40,000 people out there. He goes, I've got a great idea. And I said, what's that? He goes, I'm going to go on and sing the first 4 songs. I was going, oh yeah. And he goes, and then you come on for the 5th song. I was like, are you taking the piss?
How is that a great idea?
The best thing about the gig is the first moment you walk on stage, right? Because you either know they're into it or they're not, and you know where you know how the night's gonna go. He was going, you come on in the 5th song. I was like, you are mentally ill.
Well, the reason that's such a fucked up idea, it's almost like Oasis becomes its own opening act then.
Exactly. And a boring one at that.
And then when you walk out on stage all together as a band, and you're the guy who sings the songs, the crowd goes fucking nuts.
Exactly. And that's the thing, innit? That's the most important thing for me. The beginning
You know, in a way, it's like Pete Townsend wrote the songs, but he wanted Roger Daltrey to sing them because Roger had the right fucking handle on things.
And the voice, yeah. But like, yeah, but he didn't respect him though, did he? Really, until the end of the career, like only recently. You know what I mean? He sort of went, he's a man. Roger Daltrey's got one of the best voices in the world. You know what I mean? He's got balls, man, and he can sing proper. And them songs are hard to sing.
Yeah, they sure are. Well, you know, the most amazing story about you that I've always read, and I don't know if it freaks you out.
Go on.
And I don't even know if it's real. But when you were a kid, somebody hit you over the head with a hammer, and I mean really hard. Who was that who hit you over the head?
Well, I didn't ask his name.
Right. It was a fight.
Yeah, we was in school and I was about 15, and a load of other lads come down from another school, and I was talking to me mate's daughter, like sister, who was really young, who'd come over to use some of our things in the school, because I went to an all-boys school, and the girls' school used to come over and borrow some stuff, and there was about 4 of us, and we were having a cigarette.
How old were you?
I got him then. I could get him then. I was about 15.
Yeah, and no one carded you.
No
back
one carded me then. So I'm having a cigarette, and these lads come down with hoods up, and they come in. One of them whacks someone. Someone whacks someone, so we obviously get stuck in.
That could have been the end of your life.
Yeah, well, it was the beginning. So
right.
It was. So he pulled his hood over, and he's gone whack with his hammer on me head. Anyway, I wake up in hospital, I've got a load of stitches in my head, but I got out of double maths, so that was a blessing.
Right. Yeah, I heard that. Because you've been whacked over the head, you had a load of stitches, you get out of math class, which you liked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I didn't like.
No, I mean, you like getting out of the class.
Yeah, I like getting out of that, and I might have got that double English as well, but after that, in my head, I believe, I started hearing music, man.
So let me understand something.
Because I wasn't into music at all. I was just playing football. And
I find this fascinating. Noel was always into music, playing guitar. He was sort of a loner.
Yeah, he was into that.
Right. You were more of a social kind of guy.
I was more into playing football on the park, being a little dickhead, letting people's tyres down, knocking on doors, running away, and just being a little shit.
And you never were really that into music.
I thought music was for weirdos, man.
Right. You never sat there in your room and listened to Beatles and Stones and sort of became one of those record nerds or anything like that.
No.
Noel was off. He was learning the guitar, trying to, get his shit together.
Yeah.
You're off doing your thing. This kid hits you in the head with a hammer, and you say you wake up and suddenly what? You heard music?
Yeah, no, it wasn't instantly. It's just like the next couple, I was going, fucking hell, I think it was Madonna, Like a Virgin. I was going, that's a fucking tune, actually, man.
What's the dynamic? Does Noel hang out with him and you hang out with him?
No, he doesn't know. Him and Noel don't speak to ever.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think he clapped loud enough at one of his gigs.
Oh, that's it. Yeah.
He got spotted on the camera.
Your oldest brother doesn't clap at the gig.
And his gig, and Noel collared him.
So Noel's the problem. If you're getting along with you...
Noel's a fucking problem, eh?
Noel's a problem.
Yeah, have you had him in here?
Oh, yeah, I had Noel on years ago. And in fact, he sang one of your songs that you sing. I'm trying to remember what he sang.
Wonderwall.
Yeah, he sung Wonderwall.
All right.
Wonderwall.
Right, well, I'll show you how it's done in about half an hour.
Would you do me a favor? Sing Wonderwall and show us how it's supposed to be done.
Should we do that
Would
now?
you mind, boys?
Yeah, man.
And this is a great band you have with you. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys. How'd you meet these guys?
Well, I've known Jay, because Jay was in BDI and he knew through Kasabian.
Right.
Got this guy out of Automat.
Look at you at Automat. I saw you there. Yes.
Dan played on the album.
Dan?
Yeah.
Hey, Dan.
Drew, I've known knocking about for a bit, but never really met him, and that he was in Baby Shambles with, Pete Doherty geezer.
Hey, Drew.
And then Mike's his best mate.
Oh, so you guys...
So they both come, they come together.
So you're going to show us how to sing Wonderwall.
Well,
this is a lesson to Noel. This is the right way, because when he was in here, he sang it, and,
Yeah, you sound it like Dolly Parton a bit, no doubt.
Yeah, very much like Dolly Parton.
There you go, right then.
All right, I'll be quiet, you do your thing.
1, 2.
Go ahead. Let's see if this works.
Today is gonna be the day that they're gonna throw it back to you. And by now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Backbeat, the word is on the street that the fire in your heart is out. I'm sure you heard it all before, but you never really had a doubt. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding. And all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. Because maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. And today was gonna be the day, but they'll never throw it back to you. And by now you should have somehow realized what you got to do. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. And all the roads we have to walk are winding. And all the lights that light the way are blinding. There are many things that I would like to say to you, but I don't know how. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. I said maybe you're gonna be the one that saves me. And after all, you're my wonder-wall. That's how you do it, our kid.
Oh, yeah. That's how it's done. Right?
Yes.
No fucking around.
No
You
fucking
sing and you
around.
open up that
Funky
voice and you let it happen.
Like that. Huh?
Oh, your brother's probably listening right now, sitting there, angry.
Sitting there having a face peel, eating his fourth bowl of tofu.
Yeah, with his celebrity friends.
With his, yeah.
Well, you know who I get nervous for? The guitar player on that one, because that's such an iconic song. Do you get nervous playing that? Like, oh, God, I better not fuck this up?
Exactly,
Yeah, right? I mean, like, you know, because everyone knows every fucking note of that song.
Yeah, the internet will just blow up if I get it wrong. So.
Yeah, oh, my God, can you imagine? Liam, would you kick his fucking ass if he screwed that up?
Oh, no, we don't do any of that.
Because every single note of that. Do you still enjoy singing that song?
Yeah, man, I like doing it like this, acoustic, you know what I mean? I always had a problem with it when it first come out. I thought, what is this tune here? It was a bit too funky for me, you know what I mean?
Right.
Because I was more into that, you know, the thing, but...
I love an acoustic guitar with somebody singing.
Acoustic and a voice, when you can't go wrong with it, you know what I mean? You know where you're at with it.
Oh, it's so great. It is so great. And you know, I think I'm going back in your career now. I'm thinking about a couple of things.
Right.
So when you guys made your first record, all right, the amazing story to me, and tell me if I have this right, you had the record all done, and then you listened to it, and it wasn't right. It just kind of sucked. In your, not necessarily your opinion, but the guy from the record company.
I think it was Alan McGee's. I mean, I thought it was all right, but I get what they were saying. It kind of just sounded a bit... We sounded live. We sounded a bit like the Faces, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And a bit pistol-y and that, and I just think it just sounded really small and weedy, you know what I mean? So
you bring in a new guy to produce the album, right?
Bring in a lunatic from Wales called Owen Morris.
And he somehow, tell me how this works. He figured out how to make the band sound louder.
Yeah, I don't know how it works, but I just think he's turned up.
He just turned up the sound.
I mean, there's loads of like people that go on about stuff, going, oh, they do this and do that. There is a loud button and a...
Well, someone said they invented some sort of process by which they could double the sound and not have any distortion.
That's right. So when you played it in a jukebox in like the pubs in England,
it hit you over the head.
Every time our song come on, it was louder than any other song that was on the jukebox. So it just was about 10 times louder than everything else. And you know, when you're a bit, you know, when you're steaming and you had a drink and that, you know what I mean? You don't want to be like... it just blew everyone's head off in the pub, and I think that's what kind of...
Did you get involved at all in any of the marketing of Oasis? Because the first thing you guys did was release a single. You didn't put out the whole album. You released this song, Supersonic.
I need to be myself.
Right?
Yeah.
You put this out, and it took off.
Right.
People liked it.
Yeah.
And the album wasn't even out yet.
Right. I can't remember much about them days.
You can't, right?
But I remember this tune coming out.
Yeah. When you were recording this song in particular, were you thinking, we're going to be huge?
We did this in Liverpool, yeah. Oh, yeah, I thought, when he come in with this one, it just sounded different to everyone else, you know what I mean?
Yeah, and how would it work? Noel would go off and write. Supposedly he wrote this while you guys were eating Chinese food or something?
Yeah. That's what. Yeah, I think so. It was in Liverpool anyway. I remember that.
I wish someone would hit me over the head with a hammer so I could be in a band already.
Yeah,
I'm going to hit you over the head.
Hit me over the head.
The geezer who produced this or was mixing it, he had a big fat Doberman Rottweiler called Elsa.
Yeah.
And while we'd been partying.
Yes.
That night, I think she'd fucking jumped up on the table and had a bit of gear and had an heart attack. So that's why we made her live forever and that, because...
Is that what that's about?
Well, no, it's not the song about when it's got the dog called Elsa. I know a girl called Elsa. The dog was called Elsa. And I think she'd had a bit of a pill or something, or had a bit of a sniff or something, and then wallop.
How does it work, though? You mean, when your brother writes a song like this...
Yeah, it wasn't my gear, the NCP or whatever it is.
Yeah, but he walks out of the room and he says, hey, Liam, come here. Yeah. I got this song.
Yeah.
And then you got to sit there and sing it and really own it. I mean, it's hard, right? I mean, it's not apparent to you right away how to sing it, is it?
Yeah, but I know how I sing, you know what I mean? So, I don't know, I just put the words in front of me, man, and just get on with me once, and I'm in.
And you're saying when you heard this song, you knew this might be our ticket?
Well, I knew it sounded good, you know what I mean? The main thing is about making good music, innit? You know what I mean? You can't rely on the people, you know what I mean? Like, but there is. But if they get it, then obviously you come together and it all goes off. But the main thing was we want to sound good, you know what I mean? Whether people like it or not, it's not down to us, really, is it?
And you didn't sit there and get involved with the record company and say, hey, this should be our first single or anything like that? Those guys take over the marketing of it?
Yeah, I mean, Noel might have done all that stuff and that. I think I just went to the pub.
Yeah. Was drinking like a big part of Oasis?
Oh, it still is, man, yeah. Drinking's... I mean, people think, like, you know, just because you join a band, you have your first beer, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or your first line or whatever you smoke your first... I've been doing that. I was mushroomed out of my face when I was 15, 16.
Yeah.
Before I even joined the band at 19, you know what I mean? So I was doing all that partying way before Oasis, you know what I mean? So I was drinking way before.
Do you think the drinking and the drugs and all that shit was ultimately bad for the relationship between you and your brother? Do you think it's sort of...
No, because I tell you what, man, before we go further, like, we definitely had some good times. The good times outweigh the bad times. It wasn't all bad, you know what I mean? I just think we'd pretty much slagged off everyone in the whole universe.
Right.
And I think it just come full circle where we just ended up meeting each other and going, well, you can fucking have it now. So we ended up slagging each other off, you know what I mean? So there was no one else more to have a pop at, except for me and him. So we just both come full circle and went, yeah, you're a bit of a dick. Yeah.
Did anyone ever try to get you to stop drinking? Was there like interventions done?
I've tried a few times. Yeah.
Can't do it?
I've done it before. I mean, I'm not an alcoholic. I do like a drink. I like talking shit to people. I like the shit that comes with it. But I've been sober for 6 months and it's just boring. I felt too good, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I felt too good.
Too good.
Yeah.
Too good. You don't want to feel that good.
No, I won't feel good. Who wants to feel too... I've just felt too good, you know what I mean?
Don't want to be too clear-headed.
Yeah, I was opening the door for people and stuff, you know what I mean? And getting old ladies bags of shopping and going, I'll help you across the road. Fuck that.
I can't imagine you opening up doors for people.
You know what
That's
I mean?
ridiculous.
And, and complimenting people, going, your fucking hair looks fantastic.
That first album,
Timothy.
You said that.
Fuck that shit.
Do you think you need that attitude in rock and roll?
Yeah, man, I tell you, mate, of course you do. You need, I mean...
Do you have to be pissed off in order to be a great artist?
I think you have to have life experiences, without a doubt. Otherwise, you turn into, you know, your music just becomes Sting or something, you know what I mean, or whatever, you know what I mean. It's just you have to get yourself into shit. It's how you get out of the shit.
See, Noel disagrees with you. Noel says, stick to the music.
Oh, well, he would, though.
But you say we got to also embrace this rock and roll attitude.
Listen, completely, man. Unless it depends what kind of band you're in.
Yeah.
I thought we were in a rock and roll band, you know what I mean?
Right.
I find like the likes of U2 when they call themselves a rock and roll band, I find that highly fucking insulting. You know, they play guitar music and they might, you know, and they fucking hit the drums and all that, but they're not a rock and roll band. They're a band that use guitars, you know what I mean? They've never done anything rock and roll in their fucking entire life.
In other words, because they're too corporate?
Corporate or whatever, you know. Come on, mate. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying you need to be fucking snorting drugs off a dwarf's ass, you know what I mean?
But you need to be a bit of a badass.
Something needs to fucking happen. Something needs to fucking happen. You need to be doing something, you know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, because it's rock and roll.
Have you ever fucking broke a pencil, you know what I mean? Have you ever stuck a rubber up the nose? Do you know what I mean? Something's got to go down, you know what I mean? You don't seem to do fuck all, except for fucking take big paychecks.
No, you're so right.
I'm furious now.
I mean, I remember, you know what? I remember the Stones. When I was a kid, I got actually scared of them because I read in the paper, they went to a gas station, they whipped out their dicks, and instead of going to the bathroom, they just pissed all over the fucking gas station.
Fucking dangerous,
That's
man.
fucking rock and roll.
Well, it is, mate. Well, that's what it's all about, or punk rock or whatever it is. It's certainly not... Yeah, you know what I mean.
Yes, I understand.
And I know it's childish and it's very stupid and your mum wouldn't approve and all that, but isn't that the fucking purpose?
Is that sort of the whole idea behind trashing a hotel room? In other words, like when you were 21 and you were in Oasis, you guys, I think, got arrested or something for trashing a hotel room or something. But you needed to get it out of your system.
You need to get it out of my system, and I know it wasn't clever and all that, but it fucking was good, man, you know what I
mean? In other words, it sort of created an attitude that Oasis were a bunch of bad boys.
It's your divine right to pass the baton on, you know what I mean, and take that baton, you know what I mean? Otherwise...
Were there tons of women, too? Was that your...
No, God, there was none of them.
No women?
No women.
Oh, that's such a lie.
No women.
Oh, my God. Is that the greatest thing about the rock stardom? All of a sudden, like, you're just... I mean... you know, when you get up on stage and you're singing in front of thousands of people...
Yeah.
And women are swooning...
Yeah.
That's still the main ingredient of it all, isn't it?
Well, yeah.
I think you need it.
Well, women and guys. I've been chased down the road by lots of guys as well.
Have you?
Yeah.
Has any guy ever seduced you or?
Well, they've had a go.
They've had a go at it.
Yeah.
How far did they get? First base, second base?
No, fuck that. Not first base. They just sent me a box of chocolates and shit.
You say off that. That's all they got.
That's all they got. They got that fan. I ate them.
You say that your favorite song. I think you've said this. That your favorite song from the first album was "Live Forever."
Without a doubt. Yeah.
Right. This one. It's a great song.
Love it.
Beautiful vocal, everything works. When you're rolling like this, it's like you can do no wrong, though, right?
That's like a swan, man, just swanning around the lake, that is.
Beautiful song, right?
I see it. A nice swan just swooning around the lake. Lovely lake.
What's it like? Describe to me, because I'll never experience this. You go in a studio, you record a song like this, and then you start to go out on tour live and sing it, and then thousands of people know every single word you're singing.
No, it's amazing, man, and it's, you know, I find it a big moment, you know what I mean? It's truly like, it's special, you know what I mean? It shouldn't be taken for granted, even though sometimes we do and that, you know what I mean? Because that's life, you know what I mean? But it is a top moment. When you can get in, when you can live in the moment, it's beautiful, but
is it shocking?
Sometimes we get distracted by other things, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but is it shocking? Like you're going, wait a second, I'm singing this song, and everyone in the audience seems to know the words.
Yeah.
It's probably something surreal, right?
Yeah, and even in different countries, in Japan and all that, some people where they don't speak English, you know what I mean?
I know.
That's the one that blows my head, you know what I mean? Because they just listen to the feelings, you know what I mean? Not the dictionary, you know what I mean? Or the diction or whatever that is.
Well, I've watched the films of you guys going over to Japan the first time, and you guys were big stars in Japan before America.
Yeah.
And you go there, and these Japanese girls who don't, as you say, speak a word of English, are chasing you around like you're the fucking Beatles, right?
Yeah, I love that bit. That was great,
yes.
yeah, fucking right.
Oh, was it great?
Well, our old bass player, he hated it. He was like that. Fucking hate it here. I'm like, because I think he was a big ganja head. In fact, he was, and he couldn't, you know, the withdrawal systems. Like, he was going, he can't get any weed. I'm like, yeah, but just fuck the weed for a bit. We're only here for 2 weeks. It's fucking great, man. It's like Beatlemania. He's like, I'm not fucking having it. I want to go home.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah, I was like, it's like being fucking James Bond, you dick.
Yeah, I mean, smack out.
Snap out of it.
It is hard to get weed in Japan, especially back then.
Apparently so, yeah.
Well, McCartney got thrown in jail for weed over there.
Yeah, so
But like, yeah, you're right. Imagine the high of the first trip to Japan, and suddenly you're the Beatles.
Yeah, well, yeah, similar. Like, I mean, of our generation, I guess, you know what I mean?
And he's sitting there whining about getting some weed.
Fucking weed. You get that next week when you get back home, you fucking pothead.
No wonder you're going nuts.
Yeah, I loved it. I was like being in a Bond film or a Bruce Lee film or
And what
Carry On film.
But similarly, what's it like? You go to Japan and you're a huge star, and you weren't really known in America yet, and you come to America, and then you have to start playing to smaller venues.
Use like we're hard. Use like tough nut to crack, man.
Yeah, you know what else is weird to me? You got to explain this to me.
Use biting your nose off to spite your face.
Exactly. When you guys, when you guys, explain this all to me, because this drives me nuts.
Go on.
Now I got you here.
He sounds like you, Jay.
Right, Jay?
He sounds like when Jay's from Philadelphia, and when he's had a whiskey, man, and he gets into one.
He wants to know shit.
He's just he reminds me of you.
Well, you know, how many legitimate rock stars do I get in here? I gotta find out the answers to this stuff.
Right.
You guys decide to make your second album, right? You go. Who decides that the drummer isn't good enough?
No.
Noel decides that.
Yeah, he's the.
Would you have kept the drummer?
Yeah.
Was Noel ultimately right to kick the drummer out of the band?
I think he was, man. Without a doubt, I think he was.
Because the drummer couldn't understand the songs? In your opinion?
I just think, I don't know, we were getting a bit more... I mean, we were never like Led Zeppelin. We weren't that technical. I just think, I don't know, Noel just didn't fancy his drumming, you know what I mean? I just don't think he wanted... I just don't think he might not have been able to play on that album.
Does Noel come to you and say, "Look, I have these feelings about the drummer, and I'm gonna let him go"?
Yeah.
And you say, "Okay, look."
I think we did give him a couple of cracks that some might say, and I just don't think it happened.
So who actually goes over and tells him that he's not in the band anymore?
Oh, I think we sent him. None of us said it to his face.
No, I mean that to me is to get hit over the head with a hammer.
I think we sent him a letter or something. You know what I mean?
I know.
I've got a security guard to do it or something. No, I think I don't know. Maybe the manager might have said it, but there was ding dongs going along the way. You know what I mean? But Noel would be losing his patience with him and that. You know what I mean?
So he comes back years later and sues you guys.
Yeah.
He wants a piece of the action, I guess.
I think he wants. Yeah.
He wanted a piece of everything going forward.
Yeah.
And you guys probably said, why? I mean, you weren't in the band.
Yeah.
But he probably feels like, hey, come on, I was there in the beginning, and you guys threw me out, and now I'm missing out.
Yeah.
How does that all get resolved? Did he go to court?
I think he sued us, and he won some money in that. I think I don't really know what happened there, to be honest. I don't really get him. I was off my head somewhere.
Right.
I know there was
You don't get caught up in that.
No,
shit.
I know there was something going down in court and that, but I think he got some money, but he had to give us his royalties or something shit like that. You know what I mean? So.
Right.
Yeah, he doesn't earn anything now. He's a bit silly for doing that, actually, because he could have kept his royalties, but...
And that fucking second album you guys did, Jesus Christ, that thing took off like a motherfucker, right?
I don't know, did it? Yeah.
Yes, it did.
Yeah, it sold a lot of records.
I mean, come on, you had Wonderwall on there.
Yeah.
What about this song? Beautiful song.
That's like two swans swanning around a lovely lake.
When you were recording this, did you know, like, when you say two swans swimming on a lake, you're saying everything was just in line?
It just felt like silk and smooth, man. You know what I mean? It was like an old Rolls Royce Bentley, or just going for a drive around a country.
And does that also mean there's not a lot of laboring over the song in the studio? In other words, you do a couple of takes and it's all there. It just kind of comes out of you?
Yeah, well, I was in and out, man.
Yeah?
It's just like, I do maybe 3 takes, then get off, you know what I mean, to the pub. And always football on.
And what would happen after you sang? Would Noel take over? And,
he'd go in there and get his slash hat on, you know what I mean? And start fucking...
With the guitar?
Yeah, he'd be there all day, you know what I mean? And then he'd wonder why we'd come back from the pub really drunk. Because, like, you know, you've been in there for 10 hours, mate, doing that riff, you know what I mean? Like,
but do you think you
get a lot of drinking done in 10 hours, don't you?
Do you think he resented that he wasn't out drinking, but he was sitting there crafting this endless lead? I mean, he probably was angry that you were having so much fun.
Oh, yeah, we was having fun, man.
Yeah, you were having fun being a rock star.
I've done my vocals. I'm not going to stand and stare at you do your slash moment. I'm out of here, mate. You know what I mean? It's not my fault you can't do it in 3 takes.
Yeah, did he put too much effort into it?
I think so, yeah. I think he loves the sound of his own fingers.
So in other words, he started playing the same thing over, and you probably said to him, dude, all these takes, these multiple takes sound the same, but just put it in the fucking song and let's get on with it.
Well, that's what I like about music, man. Like, and I think if you ain't got it in three takes, man, I think you start drifting away from the actual situation or the thing.
There's a certain rawness that you miss out on. Listen to this song. Remember this one?
I do, yeah.
Yes? Another brilliant song.
Lovely song. I should have sung it, though.
Exactly. You should have sung it.
It'd still be #1 if I sang it.
Of course it would. Your brother had to sing this one.
He had to sing it.
Yeah. Hey. So what would happen on stage when this would happen? You'd walk off the stage?
I'd go off and...
What the fuck are you supposed to do? Pick your ass?
Well, no, I'd have a line and then scratch my ass.
Is that right?
Yeah.
No shit. You could do a line and still get up on stage and sing?
Yeah, because this is round the end of the set. This is round the end of the gig now, you know what I mean?
Right.
So I reckon there'd only be maybe 1 or 2 more, so I could have probably 2 lines.
So you could be totally fucked up, go out and do a concert?
Well, no, the end of the concert.
Right, you kind of pace yourself.
Yeah, I wouldn't go there beginning, no.
No, get it all out of the way, and then as it's
Just,
winding down...
Yeah, once it all absolutely fucking mashed.
Yeah.
Because you've slayed him with your 2 big albums.
Right.
Then you can just start slipping one in, can't you?
And why not slip one in while your brother's singing?
Oh, yeah.
While you have to sit there.
You need something to fucking keep you awake, don't you?
Did you feel that way? Would he lose the audience and it was your job to bring them back?
Yeah,
Yes, of course.
A better place to play. You said that you never be.
Do you ever say in your mind, I know how I would sing this one?
I'd sing it.
You'd open it up.
I'd just sing it with a bit more passion.
More passion. Of course. Listen to you sing with passion.
Slowly walking down the hall.
Is that real singing?
It's real soul.
That's soulful.
Soul, mate.
Beautiful song, right? Where were you when we were getting out? You're in the studio fucking around.
Good on stage, boring people.
Right. You're boring people when I could be entertaining them. Champagne supernova in the sky. Come on, motherfuckers. Play for me. Beautiful. I got to get in a band. I got to get hit over the head with a hammer.
Yeah, mate.
It's the only way.
Let's go out tonight and fucking try it in Central Park. What are you fucking looking at?
Oh, it's so beautiful.
I nearly got it the other night walking through the park. Some geezer asked me what I was looking at.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
You went walking in the park last night?
So what the fuck are you looking at, motherfucker?
Is that what he said? And what do you say back?
This is not you, man.
Do you tell
You
him?
actually answer back? You don't run back to the hotel?
Oh, I did run. I shouted it from me suite.
You are so not a New Yorker.
Not you. Not you, mate. Roll the record on it.
I can't believe you're walking. What time of night is this?
God knows now. It wasn't like super late. Like about. Oh no, it was about 3 in the morning.
Are you shitting me?
Yeah.
Are you out of your mind?
It was 2 in the morning after that gig, the first gig that we did.
3 in the morning, you're walking.
Well, maybe 2 in the morning.
I didn't want to break this to you. You know who that was you ran into the park? That was Noel. I had to tell you, he was walking around too.
What are you looking at, motherfucker?
Did you sleep last night, or did you just come in here?
No, we slept, man. Yeah, no,
You
because
did,
we done a little gig yesterday and that, and then we come in here and tried the song and that. Yeah.
Tell me what it's like. We talk about the brotherly thing, but like when you did the, you guys were. I remember when MTV was big, music television.
Yeah.
You know, unplugged. You guys were going to do it. Some reason you were sick.
Oh yeah.
And then your brother says, "Well, okay, fuck Liam.
Yeah.
I'll go out and sing all the songs."
I opened the Pandora's box there, didn't I?
So you sat in the audience while they recorded that, and you heckled him, right?
I wasn't really sick though, was I? I was just a little bit hungover, and I thought, fuck this shit, I can't be asked tonight, you know what I mean? And I knew he'd be like, he's itching, you know what I mean, to fucking go up and sing his little songs and that. So I thought, yeah, you can have a go, I'll have a night off. Cracked open a beer, had a spliff, and just heckled him, booed him.
That's rock and roll.
Yeah.
That's rock and roll.
Well, it is round my way.
Yeah, oh my God, what a band! What a band! I love it all. I mean, you know what? I would love to see a reunion. I would. I'd love to see. I'm going to get you and your brother back together. I'm going to make it a mission.
Maybe it'll happen one day, man. Who knows? But you know what? In the meantime, you know.
In the meantime, you got this band.
In the meantime, we can do this. Yeah.
Now, what's going on here? You got a new album.
Yeah, got a new album coming out in October.
And we're excited about this.
Well excited, yeah.
Very excited.
I mean, we're not going to be, you know. We're not going to be doing cartwheels and stuff. There's no need to be getting carried away. It's just another album with great music, and it's not curing cancer, but excited.
It's your fuck you to your brother. Say, hey, you know what? I can write these songs too, which you are writing now.
Yeah, I wrote a few of them, and I've done a few co-writes and that one, but the majority of it's been written by me, and it's all right, man. Isn't it? So
what happened? You got in a room with a bunch of guys, and you said, hey, come on, let's.
So I wrote a song called Bold and another one called When I'm in Need, and then I went to a record company, and he said, do you want a record deal? I said, go on then.
Yeah.
And he said, have you got any more? And I said, no. And he went, all right. And they said, right, would you be up for co-writing with a few people? I said, yeah. Flew out to LA, met a guy called Greg Kirsten.
Yes.
And Andrew Wyatt. And then we was in there 3 days, and we done Wall of Glass in the first day. Yes. Another song, Paper Crowns. We written 3 songs, recorded them in 3 days. Went back to England, wrote a few more.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, we weren't messing about.
You did it quickly.
Really quick. Yeah.
And we like these guys you wrote with?
Yeah, beautiful. One's from New York.
Easy to get along with?
Really easy to get along with. They're mental.
They're mental?
Yeah, they're mental.
There's nothing wrong with that?
Yeah.
So you wrote the song you're going to perform now.
Wall of Glass, yeah.
Do you feel a lot of pressure on you because now you're in the songwriter category? Now and everyone's.
I honestly don't, man. I don't feel like a songwriter. I feel when I stare into the mirror, I just see a rock and roll singer. You know what I mean? I don't see a songwriter. If I write songs, then fine. But if I don't, I get someone else to do it.
Right.
I'm a rock and roll singer. That's me down.
And do you have your brother in the back of your mind, like, hey, fuck you?
Well, it's nice to know that while he's out licking Bono's ass, I'm sort of over there, doing it for real. You know what I mean? So it's like he likes to think that I'd just be vanished.
What's he going to get out of licking Bono's ass anyway?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a few quid. He's probably got sweaty stashes all his money, doesn't he, up there, isn't it?
Are you not
all the money that he should be paying fucking taxes for is right up his ass.
Are there any bands that you do like when you look around what's happening, or you?
And if you got to go around looking for it, this is my personal view anyway. You know what I mean? So if it's any good, it'll come and find me. You know what I mean?
Do you know other famous singers? Do you hang with any of them? I mean, you goof on your brother for hanging out with Bono, but would you hang out with Bono or?
No. I mean, I'm not. Bono's not. He's just on another planet. That guy, Richard Ashcroft's more than my friends.
What do you mean he's on?
He's in another planet, Denmark. They're on another planet. I don't know what planet they're on, but they're not on mine.
And it doesn't feel like rock and roll.
No, they're in a bubble, mate. I'm walking the streets, man.
You're out in the park at 3 in the morning.
We're doing it real, yeah. We're keeping it real.
You are keeping it real, aren't you?
We walk.
You walk?
And we lick our own plates.
And you don't lick assholes?
Yeah. You know when you finished your food?
Yeah.
I know then people get someone else to lick their plates for them.
Yes.
I lick my own fucking plate.
I like this.
Yes.
Yes. What do you make of these guys? Chris Cornell, did you know him at all from Soundgarden?
No, but he had a great voice.
Fabulous voice. Had him in here many times. He performed all kinds of music fabulously. And then...
a good-looking guy as well.
I only wish I could look half as good as this guy.
Yeah, he had good eyes, man.
Yeah,
Nice
he had the look, was a good front man, and could write songs.
Yeah, man.
How do you explain all this depression going on?
Yeah, it's sad, isn't it? It's like, I don't know, man.
If anyone has a right to be depressed, it would be you. Your childhood was just fucking awful.
Fuck that. Have you seen, what do you mean depressed? Have you seen how I look?
I look at you.
I look fucking great, man. The minute I start slipping into depression, I just fucking have a quick look in the mirror.
You were the best looking brother, am I correct? Noel doesn't have your looks.
No, he looks like me dad.
Yes, and you look more like your mother.
Yeah, she's beautiful.
Yes.
She's got the eyes, yeah.
And you got the looks, and you
Are you coming on to me?
A little bit, yeah, okay.
Chocolates.
All right, sure, why not?
Ferrero Rocher.
No big deal.
Room 1908.
I'm going to get you. What's your love life like now? You married or single?
No, I've got a beautiful girlfriend, Debbie, yeah.
No kidding, Debbie?
Yeah, who manages me as well.
Where's she at the...
She's right out there.
Is she?
Yeah.
I got to meet her.
Yeah, she's cool. She's hardcore as well.
What do you mean?
She's just... same as me, hardcore, don't take no shit.
Do you fight with each other a lot? Do you get into it?
We have had little debates over things and stuff, you know.
Does a woman have to be sort of feisty?
It's normally over the TV.
Really?
Yeah,
what
we only got one TV in our house, and like at the moment it's all these like stupid, them love programs and stuff.
Bachelorette, I love
like
it.
that, but there's one in England called Love Island.
Yes.
So we've been she's got me into watching that at the moment, but the football season starts in about 2 weeks or soon, and that's so it's...
Why does a rich rock star only have one TV in his house?
Because I've been divorced about 2 times, and they took them all.
Oh, they did?
Yeah, but one TV's cool. I'll get another one.
Did you get hammered in your divorces?
Oh, yeah, loads. But I deserve it, I guess, Fuck it, this is what happens, isn't it? I come in with no money and I'll go out with it. It's not about money, man. I'm not driven by money. I'm driven by passion.
But wouldn't it be...
Ferrero Rocher. But,
Liam, wouldn't it be horrible to be you? You're a famous rock star. If you go through all your money, you'd be, you would be living in a tenement somewhere and people would bug the shit out of you.
Yeah, but I'd still be able to fucking get up and sing a song, though, wouldn't I?
Yes. Yes, you would. You'll always have a living.
That's what it's all about, man.
Yes. The new album is called As You Were. You are in a good place. You have a girlfriend. A lovely girlfriend.
Yeah, beautiful.
I bet she's hot as hell.
She is hot. And she's not fitter than me, but she's fit.
She's not as good looking as you.
Not as good looking as me, but she's getting there.
Were you always that good looking?
You have to be the prettiest one.
Were you, even before you were a rock star, were you able to get laid on a regular basis?
Well, come on now.
Come on now. Brag a little bit.
Done all right, mate.
Come on. And what's going on with you like Twitter, right? You tweet a lot.
Yeah, I love Twitter.
And most of your tweets are about your brother being a jerk-off.
A potato.
A potato, yeah. The word potato, can you, because I need a bit of a translation for that.
You know what potato is, don't you?
I know what a physical potato.
So every time I just see a couple of pictures of him and I just see a potato.
Oh, my
Maybe
God.
it's just the way my brain's wired and I just go, this little potato try to be our kid.
Yeah.
It's him.
And you see a picture and you'll put the word potato underneath.
Yeah, pouting potato, angry potato.
I need to follow you. I don't follow you on Twitter.
Stalker potato when he's got his arm around Bono. Stalker potato. You know what I mean?
Oh, you must be driving him nuts.
Oh, I am. He's fucking driving me even more when I get #1 album.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God, what's going on? Can you imagine?
It's going off, mate. It's going off.
Thank God I don't have a brother.
Yeah.
My sister and I would get along fine.
Yeah, well, their sisters can be rascals too, can't they?
They can be.
Yeah.
But she doesn't have any jealousy of my thing, and, you know, I'm not jealous of her. It's just kind of nice.
Yeah, there you go.
All right,
I'm happy for you, man. I'm happy that you're doing it.
Thank you. Believe me, I told Noel, get out. Now listen,
Get out. Okay.
Liam Gallagher's new album, As You Were, will be released on October 6th. Now, there's a bit riding on this. Because Noel's going to hear, you know in your mind, Noel's going to hear this record.
He's probably gotten it
Yeah,
already.
he already has an advance copy. You know that.
I think he's been back in. Apparently, he finished his album before mine, but I've heard he's been back in the studio. He's got the heebie-jeebies, man.
Well, he should call you up and have you sing the fucking song.
Yeah, well, he won't, will he? Because he knows how. You know what it's like. He wants it all to be about him, doesn't he?
Yeah. Hey, how was it doing? I watched you on that Manchester concert, which I thought was a beautiful thing.
Yeah, I mean.
By the way, I want to mention that.
Yeah, no. Yeah, it was. I mean,
A terrible incident.
Certainly didn't do it for a pat on the back. We did it because I'm from Manchester, and that's what you do when shit happens like that. You know.
That's where you grew up.
Yeah, my mum's still there, and my friends are still there, and he was like, "Listen, I'm glad I did it." You know what I mean, without a doubt. And it was beautiful to put a smile on people's faces. Going to a concert these days is not as carefree as it used to be. So when people are coming out spending money to see you, you got to make sure you're delivering. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As best as you can. There's no time for fucking around now. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, can you imagine going to a concert is like a rite of passage for kids, and then they go to a concert, and then some fucking asshole blows up the place and all these innocent people. It's just a nightmare.
Absolutely.
It is the worst nightmare. And you showed up and you sang, and I saw you sang with Chris Martin from Coldplay. I thought you guys got on very well.
Yeah, I mean, I've never had a problem. I've just banter, you know what I mean? Get him at it every now and again. So
we like him, Chris.
Yeah, he's all right. He's harmless, and he's not. You know, he's harmless, innit? You know what I mean? He's all right.
Right. He didn't come on to you or anything. I mean, you are a good-looking man.
He did actually come on to me. Actually, he was very eager.
Very eager.
Yeah.
Wanted to take you back to the hotel.
He was just very eager. Like, can I get his number? I was like to Debbie, don't give him the number. Don't give him yours.
Do these guys worship you a bit because you've done it all? You've been around the block.
I don't know, man. I don't know. I mean, I think they just think I'm funny. You know what I mean? I don't.
Do any of these guys ask you for advice? I mean, do they say,
God,
hey?
no. If Chris Martin asks for me advice, I just say chop him out. Drink that drink. Stop fucking about.
All right, listen. Let's get into something new.
Yeah.
This is something you worked on.
Yeah, not really hard.
And then you're going to go out. Are you going to tour a little bit around this?
Right, so we've got, I think we're coming back here in November to do a proper tour.
Right. Going to do a tour. Get those tour dates on liamgallagher.com.
Yeah.
I might add that in. And
going to do a proper tour, and we're going to, stay out of trouble, but try and get in a bit of trouble, but nothing too much.
Liam, what's the name of this song?
This is called Wall of Glass.
Wall of Glass. This is the one you co-wrote with these dudes.
With Greg Kirsten, yeah.
Wall of Glass.
Wall of Glass, and it sounds like New York.
I wonder what it means, Wall of Glass.
I don't know, man.
You don't even know.
Oh, I don't know nothing.
You wrote this and you wish you knew what this meant.
I wish I knew, mate.
This is so great. All right, here we go. Everybody relax. Let's get into it.
Secrets in ya, you've been keeping paraphernalia out. I think you know anyone can walk up to ya, anyone can see right through your eyes all night. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I see what's in your mind. Turn back in his path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. A wall of glass. A wall of glass. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. decorations and designer vaccinations. Love, you get along. You were sold on one direction. I believe the resurrection's on, and you were wrong. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I've seen what's in your mind. And the stone you throw will turn back its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. A wall of glass. A wall of glass. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. And I don't mean to be unkind, but I've seen what's in your mind. And the stones you throw will turn back its path. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass. A wall of glass. A wall of glass. One day you'll shatter like a wall of glass.
You're going for a piss. You can't do that. Get back there.
Where'd he go?
He just ran out to go pee. Sounded great. What kind of fucking exit is that? Oh, my God. Boys. Does he do that a lot? Does he just run out after singing a song? I like that song, by the way.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
I was about to ask him if he was going to write a song called Potato about his brother. How is he to work with? Is he okay?
He's a dream, actually.
Is he really?
Yeah, it's super nice.
Is that really true, or am I going to read a book by you guys, like in a couple of years, that basically say he's off his rocker?
No, he's good with us, man. He's great with us.
Yeah, he's got a whole fucking rock and roll attitude, this guy. He's something else. Yeah, right? It's unbelievable. Where's his girlfriend? That's what I want to see. Debbie, come in here and kill some time while he's peeing. Get Debbie in here. I want to meet Liam. Liam Gallagher.
Yeah, Debbie, you got to fill.
She's got to fill. It's on her. He just ran out of here to go pee.
Is that the first time that's
We've
happened?
never had that happen before.
Why did you? Let me see her. Wow. Oh, yeah. Hey, Debbie. I like you. How is he to be in a relationship with? Is he okay?
He's not ideal.
Not ideal.
Not ideal.
Don't leave him pee if you know.
He's all right. He's not too bad. Look, he's back again now. So
You should have just peed right in my studio like you did to your brother. No kidding. So he's okay. But when you fight, what do you fight about? The television?
What do you fight about?
Everything?
Probably him getting a bit carried away on Twitter after a drink. I think that's the main thing.
Do you think he should tweet about his brother?
Well, it's not for me to say. He's gonna.
That's his own thing.
Yeah, exactly. That's what he wants to do.
I just said it's a pleasure to meet you. But by the way, Liam, I said, why didn't you write a song called Potato about your brother? It's coming?
It's coming.
I knew it. I want to work on that with you.
Can we do it together?
By the way, I was going to tell you before you ran out of here, that was a beautiful song. Loved it.
Thanks, man.
Loved it. Well, listen, we'll say this until we meet again.
Right.
Liam is here to say, look, I'm going out on tour with this new record.
Without a doubt.
Fuck it. I love your attitude. You got to pee, you go pee.
Well,
that's it. You do it.
You know what it's like when you need a piss, man, and you're just thinking, fuck,
you got to do
this is
it.
Going off, man, here, you know what I mean? And who wants to be pissing in the Howard Stern show?
Exactly. We don't know if we'll ever see another Oasis concert, but fuck it. Life goes on, and you got to go do your thing.
Exactly, man.
And that's it. And look at that. A beautiful song, beautiful band. That's what it's all about.
Band of rocking, you know what I mean? You're rocking. There's kids out there that need a bit of this in their ears, and they're going to get it.
Are you a good dad? Well, what's it like when the other parents come over And
I don't let any of the parents in, man.
You don't?
No, I don't hang out with parents.
You don't?
Oh God, no. I mean, my kids now are 16 and 17, so they've left school.
Oh, thank God.
But I didn't mind. You know what I mean? Hanging out at the school with the parents. Some of them are all right. Some of them.
Would people drive you crazy when your kids were young and like you would go to like a PTA meeting or something?
They'd ask for jobs and stuff.
Would they?
Can I get one of them was out of work one time. This guy, I think he'd got sacked from his bank or something. He goes, "Is there any chance I could get a job?" I says, "Like doing what?" And he went, "Like just like being a roadie." I was like, I don't know about that, mate. You know what I mean? You don't just hand out them kind of jobs to any old banker.
So you tended to you tended to avoid that kind of contact.
But yeah, no, my kids are good, man. I think I'm a good dad, man. We talk about anything we want to talk about.
Yes. And does it upset you that the kids don't know Uncle Potato?
They do know him. They've seen him on the box, and they do know him. They go. I mean, one of them went to his concerts a couple of months ago at the Royal.
Were you
Albert.
pissed?
Will he talk to your children?
No, I don't. I think he nodded at one on the plane once.
Oh my God! It's really that contentious.
Yeah, he's a bit odd.
He should say hi to your kids.
He should say hi to the kids.
Oh Jesus!
Do you know what I mean? He's a strange cat, man. Have a word with him next time you see him.
Well, I saw that whole 50th birthday party he had, which you were not at, but Madonna was there.
Do you know what I mean? I mean, I'm sure she's a lovely woman and all that, but it's like, fucking hell, mate.
Yeah.
Bit puke, innit?
And Madonna and Bono was there.
Bongo was there.
Bongo. But of course, no, you can't be at the 50th
can't fucking
birthday
invite
party.
his fucking cool brother that fucking put him there.
All right, last question about that family situation. And this is a tough one.
It's not.
And I don't wish this. But if your brother died, would you go to his funeral?
Oh, of course, man.
You would?
Yeah.
See, you're a man.
He couldn't object then.
Mate, I love
you'd get along.
I love his brother, man.
Of course.
I love my brother. I love my brother. We're just going through a little dodgy patch at the moment.
I understand. Well, listen, boys. You did it here today. You proved something today.
Thank you.
You did.
We did. We had a good cut.
Came on. You did the song.
Songs.
Well, that's right. 2 songs. That's right. All right, look. Liam Gallagher's new album, As You Were. Yeah. And I think I understand what that means.
There you go.
But what does it mean, as you were?
It means back in business, back here to...
That's what I felt.
Back here to do what we've got to do, man. No more sitting around the house staring at the 4 walls.
No more bullshit.
Let's go.
And that will be released on October 6th. Then we're going to go out on tour.
Yeah.
We're going to have some fun there.
Oh, yeah.
I'm going to go to liamgallagher.com, find out what dates and all of that. And, of course, you know, we play your music here all the time at Sirius XM. Nice. 90s on 9 and on Lithium on Channel 34. You are a mainstay.
Nice one.
So there you have it.
Thank you. Thanks for the support.
You're goddamn right.
Nice one.
Well, I'm not going to abandon you.
Thanks.
You didn't piss on my equipment.
Exactly.
Exactly. My sound system is fine.
Yeah, I've already lost one,
He's got no beef with you.
I got no beef with you. I don't see why anyone would. You seem like a reasonable man.
Thank you.
I mean it.
No, I'm telling you, I know.
I think we'd have fun in a band together.
Oh, mate.
Fuck it.
What would you be? What would you be?
What would I be?
Would you be
He'd be Noel.
Would you be the drummer?
No. I would write all the songs and then I would tell you I'm singing them and you go stand on the side of the stage.
He'd be Noel.
I'm a real asshole. Now, listen. God bless you all. Boys, you're all fabulous musicians. Thank you for getting up early and doing this. Liam